Hey y'all. Hey, welcome to Blessed Sex Fitness Apparel podcast. I am your host, Stephanie Coley. And today on the show, we have a special guest, Mr. Rodney Corley, author, philanthropist, serial entrepreneur, and mental health awareness advocate. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Corley. How are you?
I'm very, very, very fine. I'm okay. Happy.
Awesome.
How you doing?
You're doing all right.
Yes, ma'am.
It's
Appreciate the
awesome.
opportunity.
So tell us, Mr. Corley, who are you? What do you represent? What do you
I'm a strong believer in the word by all means first. Someone who have been through the struggle of the hard times, but at the same time got the faith and confidence to know that hey, everything is good. There's no limits on none of us. And I think uh becoming an author was just it become it ain't so simple, but the dedication, the determination, my drive, and my desire. Like I want to share this story and tell about my life and try to be an inspiration and things. So like yeah, it's fun, kind of.
So, how has things been since being free from incarceration? You were incarcerated for 30 years. How has the transition been since you've been free from that? You can tell us about that.
It's been a lot of roller coasters. You just try. Uh,
Yeah.
Stay determined. Uh, I came out. I went in young, so when I got out after all them years, I still was in a mid age. Uh, Determined that I'm gonna work, I'm gonna do the right thing, I'm gonna stay out the way. Just want to be free. Um, Having family support. That's been one of the number one things that's been my biggest blessing has been the support of my family. I got certain people that just always have. They take the time out with me and show me love, and consideration, and understanding, and patience, and uh, help me to develop greater. Me being determined to, it's been a blessing. I mean, the transition is not necessarily easy. It's not at all. A lot of us, I think, for many of us young black men that go through being in those circumstances, we were never really that bad. We weren't really bad kids. Whatever. We got caught up in circumstances, and they took advantage of that and slam dunked a lot of us. You know,
Yeah.
we don't get treated the same way. It is different. You know what I'm saying? It really is.
I, I mean, you definitely turned your life around. You came out and got some big things going on. You're an author. You made definitely good changes. From that experience. So you definitely made some life changing experiences while you experienced life itself in there. For 30 years, it's a long time for you to be away and keep yourself together, come out and be such a strong individual. I applaud you for that.
I mean, for me, when I sit back and I think about us as a people, beautiful black women, black men, we are the fire, we are the guide, we are the leadership, we are all these things. We've always have been, and
Yeah,
like I'm saying, like I think the worst thing that happened to any of us is that in our lifetime we all have a dream, and somewhere along the way we lose that dream. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a lawyer. And I wanted to be a lawyer, but when nothing around me motivated me, inspired me towards that direction. So I got caught up in other things. But
yeah.
becoming a writer, my passion, my drive, my determination, my dedication, like, okay, you know, one day I was like, man, I'm going through this situation. I happen to be down in Florida. Thank you for meeting you for the first time. I was in Florida. And, and,
Yeah.
and, and I said, I'm finna write my book. And I'm writing on the book, and I'm writing on the book, and I'm writing on the book. And it didn't make no difference who believed that I could do it. I believed I could do it. And I just want to be able to share my story. Because I think it's
Yes.
so worth sharing. Uh, I'm working on book two now. You
So,
know,
so what was the most difficult thing that you had to learn from the whole experience? Like, how did you maintain like your mental health and everything?
having to face my own mistakes, Me having to face my own mistakes and accept responsibilities for the decision that I made that was bad. Something you said to me before when I was down in the program here where you were there, how I was always so open and engaging about real life. That was my
Yes.
mental health, me accepting me and my mistakes. I'm being able to face myself with the things I'm disappointed by. I broke my mom's heart, and I can only imagine what it was like for her to watch her baby boy go to prison for life at 18 years old. Been taking her through these things like that. And then, really coming from the streets, just really being out there to the point to where it's like, okay, I'm with it. Whatever it is, I'm with it. Not trying to
Yeah.
be tough, but just coming from where I came from, you know.
Right.
And like I've become an author. It's plenty of us that's really are philanthropists. It's plenty of us that are educated. We some smart little young guys, you know. We get caught up in the bad behavior, and that's seeing what kind of grab hold to us more than anything. I got plenty
Yeah.
of brothers they intellectuals. These brothers not stupid. I'm gonna tell you something that I love so much, and this is something that I admire when it comes to any man, but particularly black men, because I speak about on my behalf. All my brothers got kids, take care of them. All my cousins, all of them, they got their children, they take care of them. They are fathers. And these are the
Yeah.
things that, man, like, I admire these about these guys. My friends, the few I have, they take care of their kids. It ain't no, I don't care how hard it may seem, you know, if they ours. Well, all of them belong to us. So what we want to be able to do is, like, God put us here to love. He said to grow, to manifest, to share. There's a lot for us all to do, man, by loving people. It's amazing though when you can get there in your life and you really got that little piece about yourself. Everything in the world is different.
Right. Keeping your soul, which is your mind, your will, and your emotions, you
That's
know, all of them at peace, and keeping
yeah,
your
peace.
soul.
Yeah. That's it. And I mean,
Yeah.
I'm talking about that it's different and deep. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. So what are you doing these days, like with your mental health awareness in the community? Are you doing anything these days with that?
I've been trying to get my nonprofit, my Black Creative Development off the ground. Uh, I do it every day though, because no matter who I may run across, if I can take the time out to say a positive word or whatever, I do that. If I can share a dollar with, sit down for a
Yeah.
second, you do those little things. Trying to get
Okay.
there. You know.
All right. So now we're going to get into your book. The title of this book, you guys, it's called Lie to You for What? I have my own copy, my own signed copy, y'all. Get into this. Get into this tea. It's by Rodney Corley, his life story. So Rodney, what exactly made you write this book?
Passion, desire, uh, uh, taking a deeper look into myself, uh, being motivated just to know, like, I got a lot to share now, I got a whole lot to share. You know
It
what
is
I'm
a
saying?
deep book, y'all.
Just having a lot to share, just, being able to be open up and honest with myself about my mistakes or whatever in my life and determined, like, man, ain't nothing too good for none of us. We all
Right.
can, being an author, being
Yeah.
a writer, it's fun, it's exciting. I have a passion for it, and then I didn't see no, I didn't look at it from a point of success. Just I can write this book, become this or that. No, just I got my desire. I enjoy. Me wanting to get to know the deepness of who I am as a person. Let me face me and know who I am. Write the truth about me from what I came
Right.
from and what I went through in my life. And that's what really got me to write the book.
So how do you cope with things when you thought your mom forgot about you when you were incarcerated? You wrote about that in the book.
All
How'd you
right.
feel about
That was a hard one
that?
right there. No, it was a hard one, man, because like there was I wrote a letter and the letter came back to me. It kind of threw me off. It just kind of messed me up. Um, Good thing I was wrong about that. It was just a thought for that moment that kind of threw me off, you know. But it hurt a whole lot. Ain't no doubt about that part, man. Like when I look, when I if I think about my success and who I done became, it is because of the love I done had in my life. Cause I got that blessing to have a family that was there. I was there with people that didn't have nobody, you know, and thankfully through me they had somebody. Cause I embraced plenty of people, white, black, whatever. I was there
Yeah.
for a lot of different people. God blessed me to be in that position where I could afford to be that person for different people. You know, I really did look out for a lot of people. But me doing it right, I mean, like part two is something else. You know.
All right. Wait. We can't get to part two yet. Wait. So what would you tell your younger self? What would you say to your younger self? Being that you experienced everything, that you experienced, that you've gone through, that you've overcame, that you're teaching now, what would you say to your younger self?
Man, pay attention. Uh, value your life. Value your life. Know that. I mean, I think the number one thing that happened with majority of us is a lack of self esteem. I think that's the no. Like for instance, me as a young black male, I didn't grow up feeling like I was a handsome young man and none of that. They told us just dark skin was ugly. Okay, plenty of stereotypical ideals they planted seeds in our minds that robbed us of a lot of self esteem that caused us not to be at our best. You feel me? This is something I believe. All right, so like my younger self would have faith and confidence and believe in yourself. Uh, like I said, I think we all had a dream, and somewhere along the way, we lost the path of that dream, and that's what changed things. Because as a kid, I wanted to be a lawyer, and I lost it. I mean, I ain't have nobody motivating me. I didn't have nobody inspiring me towards that way, push me in that direction. But after I go to prison, though, I learned the law like it wasn't nothing. I picked it up so quick, I was on it. I'm talking about I could get it. I comprehended it, and I studied it. And at the time in my life when it came and I needed it, I knew it. You know, I didn't hear these. Me writing a book is one part of the story. Wait till you get to the other part of the story.
Hey,
you know,
listen, hold on, because I, that part, the cops covered in with all that. We definitely need a part two. So
yeah.
what snapped inside of you that made you so angry? Like, did you think not having your father around would have made it different? You would have made different choices. And like, how do you cope with all that? Like with all that?
That I mean, ain't no doubt. The fact that all of us as young men need our fathers, and they definitely will make a difference in our life. No ill fan of us about that. You know, I spoke on the part of wondering did that play such a role, but I can also reflect back to the time when my dad we got here in the projects and dude stabbing him in his head, and I busted that man in his head about my dad to save his life. You know,
Yeah,
and I ran across the street to the hospital and everything to keep him alive. You know, that's traumatic for a child, and for that to be normal, it's not normal, but it was the norm. You know, so you know what I'm saying. So uh what I consider it to be traumatic experiences, not necessarily because of the fact that this is just that was my norm. I was ready to make it through that process, but like even to this day, I still wish I had my dad. I wish I had
yeah,
him more. You feel me? You know, I wish I could share more time with him. What Luther Vandross said, if I could just dance with my father again, I ain't no doubt. I mean, me just understand as a man, period. I want my son to be able to have me forever and always, you know. And, and yeah, and I would love to have my father here, And I mean, ain't no doubt it's gonna make a difference in my life, Cause that's what we do. We pass on knowledge from generation to generation, generation to generations. And when I sit back and think about the greatness, I think about the greatness of our people, though. He said, what made me think I could become an artist? Look at all my big brothers. I got Martin, I got Malcolm, I got Harriet, I got all kind of people. You know what I'm saying? That come away for me that went through way greater. You know what I mean? It's just a natural element in us. We are this special breed of people that we were here to shine the light on the world, and we do it.
Yes.
Feel me?
Right.
And this is my philosophy. Take it. Now, look, this is my philosophy. I had white guys when I was in prison, and I used to look out for the white guys because they still human, even though they were racist or whatever, and they didn't have nothing. But I'm doing pretty good. I'm somewhat privileged under the circumstances. I would share with them about coffee and chip cookies or noodle or whatever, and they were talking one day. I said that the only thing I didn't like about them was the fact that if I seen a white kid and a black kid and both of them were hungry, I would feed both of them. But they wouldn't feed the black kid though. You know. So from that perspective, it's like we are magical people, and everything we do is for a reason. There's no burden greater, and there's nobody greater than us. You know, we all make mistakes. We get caught up in circumstances. That's how we learn our lesson, and it's meant for us to go through the process for all these different things, right? You know, but like, ain't nothing too good for us. That's
Right.
how I wrote my book. I wrote the book from knowing the fact that one day, me being hard headed, I'm just a hard headed dude. I'm stubborn. No, I'm hard headed and I'm stubborn. And it's like, man, I want to write this book, man, about my life, man. I think about the things I went through and the people that was there that stand out so much. Like Hopper, I still miss Hopper. I remember him putting me on his shoulder, you know.
So do you
Something
think with that, with you writing a book that helps you deal with mentally with the death of baby boy and stuff like that, it just lets you ease everything that happened in your whole life that you want to get out to the world, that your life story. Uh,
yeah, it's therapy. It's mental therapy. It's show no therapy. I cried in the process of writing. Some part made me cry. I was right there at the
yeah.
moment. You know what I'm saying? Every moment I was right there. With certain highlights, I was there. Parts I was able to laugh about. Other parts I felt about. When I talk about riding the short bus, I felt it. I felt the short
Right.
bus. You know, you really
Yeah.
feel it. It's your life. It's your real life.
So so what's next for you? You already said you're doing a part two, so we know we got a lot for you part two, y'all. So other than that, what do you have going on? We expect that. Do you have any dates going on or
I so far right now I just spoke about that, trying to make other arrangements. Right now I'm just moving around, kind of just going place to place myself, independent a lot, and I'm gonna keep pushing it from that direction. Uh, for me, it's not so much as I guess the most thing I would want to do anything would be to try to talk to the younger generation. That's something that really will get to me. I talk,
yeah,
I'm still on parole. I got to go and tell them life. I got life on parole. So I'm trying to work with the juvenile detention center and deal with the younger generation. See if I can talk to, the younger brothers, you know,
definitely. Some mentorships and some stuff like that.
stuff like that, stuff like that, you know.
Do you mind sharing your social handles, like where everyone can find you, like your Facebook, Instagram, anything like that, where you can share with the audience?
I, I'm on Spotify, up on the Arthur Rodney Corley, or on Twitter, Arthur Rodney, and on Facebook, Rodney Corley. So, you know,
Okay. If you could
yeah.
give one piece of advice in the next 3 years, what would it be?
I encourage everybody just to know, man, your value and your worth to anybody. I don't care. It don't mean no difference what you've been through, what you come through, where you came from. Ain't no limits on how far you can go. God gave us all the power to be whatever it is. He created us to create and to procreate. And just know those two
Yes.
things. We were put here to
Yes.
create and to procreate. This is what he put us here for. So it's like, your blessings is right in your hand. Just have the faith and the confidence to believe and put forth the effort. You know, and I mean, like, we have been a whole lot of firsts. Yeah.
Yeah.
People have been a lot of firsts on a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
And ain't no limit. It really ain't,
No
it really
limit.
ain't no limit. It really not. Really.
No
I
limit at
mean,
all.
like, we need encouragement. We need motivation. We need support. It's wonderful. If you are a dad, take pride in being that, man. That's a wonderful thing, I think. You know, to have a little dude to look over to you, Dad, hey, Dad, hey, Dad, what about this?
Yeah. Shout out to all the good dads out there.
You know, man,
Shout out to all the good fathers out there.
yeah, that's a wonderful thing. You know what I mean? That I think that should give you the more strength than anything. But I appreciate this. Thank you very much. And yeah.
Uh, so yes, Mr. Rodney, thank you for being a guest on the show. I had fun interviewing with you, reading your book, Lottie for What. I have 4 signed copies, y'all, that I want to give away for free. Just you guys to random guests, just drop your contact information in the chat below, or you could just hit me up at 321-800-8360, and I'll send those books out before the end of the month. So you got like the end of the month, you got time. Thank you again for dropping in, Mr. Corley. You guys check out Lottie for What. Good book. It's his biography about his life, true life events here, and it's really good. It's really interesting. It's a good read. I look forward to reading more of your books. And are you still doing the merch? How is that going? What's the clothing line? I heard little Birdie tell me something about a clothing line. I
Yeah,
heard a little
I'm
chirp
trying to
chirp.
get that. Yeah, I'm trying to get that on the rock too. You know what I'm saying? Called Siraj. Uh, I like that brand. Yeah, working toward putting that out there online. It's gonna be something. I like to go. I like style though. So I want to go into the shoes and the suits and I want to kind of be flashy. I like nice clothes, not just
Yeah.
no some well sweatpants, but start off with that part too and expand the brand. And
Yeah. So Shiraz, y'all, that's what it is. Mr. Corley, he's going to be having that merchandise out. You guys check out Lottie for What is available on Amazon.
yes, ma'am.
Um,
Yeah.
or you can hit him up on any of those social sites, hit him up in the DMs, and he'll get these books to y'all. I have 4 signed copies that I want to give away. I have my own copy, y'all. It's all my own sign, so you can't have mine. Thank you. So thank you, Rodney, for
That's
coming in.
right.
It was beautiful.
All right, thank you too. I appreciate it.
No problem. And I would like to thank you all for tuning in to Blessed X Fitness Apparel podcast. I'm your host, Stephanie Coley. For business inquiries, please feel free to hit me up, 321-800-8360. Leave your first and last name. Good contact information. This is for business inquiries only. Please. Peace, love. Thank you. Love and light. Get fit, stay active. And thank you for tuning in to Blessed X Fitness Apparel podcast. Peace.
Have a good one, man. Yeah, I appreciate you.